Hey guys, System here. This is All the Mod 10 to the Sky. I myself am having a wonderful day. Hope you guys all are as well. Go jump forward to get back into this maze pack. In between episodes, did not do too much. I did a little bit more bees. Got a couple more, bee spawning. Just doing, the squishing and all that jazz. Celestial Jam, that one was a little painful because you got to do the HBs. You got to make the HBs first. You can't breed those ones. That was fine. Draconic is easy, and the Eclipse, I guess the Eclipse was the painful one. These ones are easy because they're just diamond bees. I could breed those. Draconics easy, and the Sculpey was a pain too because it's from Digger, and the only way to really get that is from the nest, and I had to get a bunch from nest first. The reason I want these is because in time I want to do the time bee spawn egg, so we can actually get into the time one because people keep telling me it's great. I need to try it out. Plus it'd be fun to automate the fluid too. So go ahead and do that probably later today. Before we do that, we're probably going to do some actual additions because we need two things for the star. So this one is going to be for the Wither Compass. I think that's the last component I need for the Wither Compass. I actually can just do these ones all via recipes, really easy. And the Empowered Canola Seeds, we'll have to do that as well. And they're both done with actual additions, so we're going to go ahead and fully automate actual additions here. I also went ahead and set up the recipe for the Chaotic Cores. And that's the last thing I did here. So I just go ahead and click that. Start going through it. Start crafting it up. And everything works, right? Oh, how many did I tell it to make? Oh no, how many? Just two? Oh, it was making one of the cores. Oh, okay, that's cool actually. I was confused why it was doing that. It was making one of the other parts of it, which would have been the Draconic cores, right? Okay, cool. Anyway, that totally confused me. So the way I fixed this part, so I didn't fix it, but I set it up. I'll show you. Because this one had a problem with it, right? So the chaotic cores take 5 of the large chaos fragments. And this thing here can take more than one item in it, right? So I can go ahead and put, a full stack of items in here. So the way to fix that was, well, I have one distributor handling everything. Well, I guess it's blacklisting all the large chaos fragments. This one here is whitelist the chaos fragments, but it also has a regulator argument, and it's set to 1, so I can only put 1 into each of them, right? So this handles all 5 of the large chaos. The recipe works fine, works perfect, right? So that just sorts that out, and I'm pretty excited for that. I will have to go ahead and set up the recipe for the Draconic reactor core, but now that we have everything else taken care of, this is a joke. Like, that would be just in this right over here. I'll be able to use the same distribution modules. It's just blacklist and whitelist the items I need to, so super easy, super great. And like I said, we'll go ahead and work on some actual additions. It's been a long time since I automated this mod. So let's go ahead and automate this puppy here, the Reconstructor, right? We used this early on. We're going to go ahead and zap some materials here. Need to zap some iron. That's going to give us the Inori crystals. Then I have chiseled quartz and blocks of quartz. I need to zap both of those as well. Go ahead and get them done. That's going to give us these aesthetic quartz. And with that, we should be able to make the machines we need, right? So go to actually, go ahead and grab everything we need. We need an empower. That'll be for a little bit from now. That'll be the second machine, and then we're gonna need the display stand as well, because that's the empower set up there. Let's go ahead and break this down. We need to move this and set it up in a new home. I think we're gonna set up over here on the wall to have a little space for it. Back here we don't really have much, right? Let's go there, there. Then we should have channels around here somewhere. Yeah, we got channels right there. Go ahead and open that up. Okay, so the way we're going to do this, let's think about this. So we will have this simple dropper. So we'll end up with that. And that'll end up being aimed down. So kind of like that there. Then we'll have the Reconstructor. Actually, let's put that one higher. I don't want that one higher. Let's go ahead and do that. Then we'll have the Reconstructor, maybe sitting right here. Go ahead and grab a pressure plate. Pop it there. Want that in pulse mode. I also want that facing up. I don't know why I did that, but anyway. That needs to be faced up. There you go. Put a pressure plate on it. Then when it gets power, it'll zap its laser like we need it to and transform materials. Then outside of that, we're going to want to have a provider. Probably right here, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Grab ourselves a provider. Pop it up there. Probably should, no, we don't need to aim that at all. We do need to give it a connection though. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some flux. Hook that up. So that is fine. Then on top of that, what else will we need? We'll need item collection, which we'll probably just do with a advanced collector. So go ahead and pop that on the back. We'll have to filter that. Actually, that's why I have these items on me now that I remember. Don't know why I grabbed half stacks. Go ahead and do this. Here you go. I want to leave these on a blacklist because these are going to be all the different items that we automate to be zapped. So I don't want it to pick up the raw forms. I just want it to grab the fixed stuff, right? So that should work there. We're going to set this to locked as well. And we're going to use it to, or set it to, until primary crafter crafting result is returned. So it actually has to enter this exact crafter to be able to send the next item. So we work as well. The power, I guess, we'll probably either, I guess we could just do it on the bottom. It would be kind of out of the way, right? So let's do that here. That works. And what else do we need here? I don't think we need much else. So the item's going to come here. They'll go into the dropper. You can change the amount. I'm going to probably just change that to a stack. We have it set so it'll wait for the return of the recipe. The reason I'm doing that too, because if I order a bunch, it will send them kind of too fast, and the pressure plate will be down when a second stack hits it, and they won't necessarily get zapped, right? So it's a way to kind of stop that. So we'll set the recipe to be like half a stack or something like that. And I think that's pretty much everything. Now I'm thinking of it. I have some demagnetization coils, but outside that, I think that's pretty much everything. This will be just so my magnet doesn't pick things up. That right there, that there, and that should be good. Does that touch the ground? Yes, it does. Okay. So I think that's it. So we could go ahead and test the recipe here. Let's go ahead and set one up for the Restonia first. Actually, up here. There you go. And we can do a block recipe too, I think. No, you can't do blocks with this one. So I guess it doesn't matter. Ignore that. That must be for the other machine. But anyway, we'll do it here. We'll go ahead and set this to 32. Like I said, I just want to do batches of this. Don't need enough to do stacks. I think that's overkill for this particular machine. Go ahead and throw that into here. Let's do that manually for right now. That is good. Is my magnet on? It's off. And we should be able to order that up and it should work. So if I go ahead and order, 5, there you go. It's going to make 32. It's going to drop it. It's going to get picked up. And it satisfies the craft there. So yeah, we have that fully automated already. That's cool. I just need to go ahead and set up the recipes for the other ones, and then we kind of move on. And I think I have all the recipes set up, so we should be good to go. They're all set to 32. Should be able to go ahead and drop these off into this puppy here. Cover it up in the back, I guess, and call it a day. So yeah, easy enough. Not too bad at all. Cool. So if I go ahead and grab some canola, because that's going to be one we need going for sure. Go ahead and grab, I don't know, like 50, just so it does a couple of recipes. Just like that, done. Super sweet, super clean, really like this setup, and that's good time. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the Empower. This works great. So I think I have everything we need to go ahead and do this automation, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of that. We won't need that anymore at all. We're going to set it up right here, because why not? Get these out of here too for now. Go ahead and take one of them, pop it here. Kind of figure out where I want it. Actually, that works out almost perfectly. So yeah, let's go ahead and go with that. So what we'll do is go ahead and find our channels first. This should be right down here. Go ahead and grab ourselves some cable. I already have some. Fantastic. Bring it across here, and then kind of get our different machines down, right? So we have this and the Empower. So the Empower and 4 display stands, right? So the Empower is going to be the center. That doesn't take power. These all take power, the display stands, right? So I have those, they have to have 2 spaces in between and then be placed on the third. I'm going to grab some mud, pop that there. Definitely not going to work. And pop it right there. Now, next thing we probably should do is go ahead and power them all. All 4 of them need power, so we'll just use 4 points for this, because that seems like the easiest thing to do. That's good. Let's set the channels. Get this going. This mod is very nostalgic for me. I love this mod. I used to, especially in the past, like back in the days before all mods were OP. You guys don't realize how OP mods are if you haven't played for a long time. Mods have really crept up, became really OP. This is from back in the days where things were a little more balanced. The one thing it had that was OP was its crates. It was the first thing that we had that had massive, massive storage. Like, we just have these storages like this, like, no problem. But it had crates that had like 3 tabs, and they were just, yeah, the ultimate storage. Anyway, what we'll do here for the next part of that, got these all powered up. This one doesn't need power. Get rid of that block. We don't need that anymore. We'll have a provider. Go ahead and pop that down. Can I have that block? There you go. Right there. Then we'll have a barrel. Pop that there. That'll receive the items. It'll be our buffer chest. I meant to grab, what you call it there, a hopper. One of these things. Advanced hopper upgrades. Get one of those. That will go into the barrel. And that's going to feed one of our routers, right? So we'll have a router here. And then I guess we'll grab our speed upgrades, because we like those. I think I need more than that, right? They take 9 each, is it? We'll grab 21. There you go. So we got that. So with that, we'll have to set the hopper, I guess where it's outputting to, be the front, right? So we want a push, and let's turn those other ones off because we don't necessarily need them on. So the items will go to here. So the next part of that, I guess, would be to set up our 2 distributors to do the recipes, right? So they'll be on a whitelist and a blacklist. So this one here will be for the Empower itself. So this one will be a whitelist. It'll be all these blocks here. That and the crystallized canola. So that'll be that one. Make sure that that one is the correct one. And this one here will be for the display stands. It'll be the same thing but a blacklist, right? So it makes it really easy to set this up. Oh, blacklist by default system. There you go. Got the 7 items. And that should be good there for that part of it. So let's go ahead and drop that off. Then we'll have to do item collection. And I'll just do that down here with a second router, I think. And do we need to do anything here special? Not really, it doesn't matter. So what we'll do is a puller. I think this is smart. I guess we'll test it. So I don't think it has to be filtered on this. I don't think it'll pull the item that gets there. It gets empowered. And then just a distributor. And we shouldn't need any filtering on this one at all. But it's going to have to go in this crafter. Or sorry, this pattern provider. There you go. And then I guess we're going to set it to the locking mode. So until primary crafting result is returned. Just in case we do multiple recipes, it doesn't get the wrong items placed on the display stands. And I think that's pretty much it. I think. I feel like I'm missing something. That was too easy. Whenever things go too cleanly and I don't have any errors, I guess I haven't crafted yet. Yeah, I always think I did something wrong. Let's go ahead and try ourselves a empowered diamantine. We need to get the recipes in there though, so let's do that. I didn't need extended, just what I had in the system apparently. Go ahead and grab that. Cool. And then grab ourselves a empowered. Wait, one last thing to check here. I don't think it matters. I was thinking I might have to filter that. No, let's try it. We'll find out either way. Diamantine, empowered. Start. Hit go. Oh no, it worked. And that went fast. So yeah, it's really cool looking. It has these cool beams. It only uses so much power though. And there's no really way to make it faster. It takes a little bit of time. Should have mentioned too, I did the block recipes. I think you could do it with single items or blocks. But blocks are cheaper because it uses the same amount of empowering components. But yeah, it should work here. As long as it goes back to that crafter and unlocks the crafter. We're good. That is good. So that looks like the automation right there. It's actually super rad. And then I can just put my blocks back. Like they belong. And everything will be all nice and tidy. And that is super sweet. Yeah, that took nothing at all, did it? It was super clean. Let's go ahead and fill that in. There you go. Just like nothing happened. Ah. There you go. That is super cool. Let's go ahead and try another one. I need to make sure this works, right? Actually. And try... this is the main one we need. The empowered diamantine. Oh, the canola is the other one, right? For the actual ATM star component. Yeah, this one here. Let's try and make a couple of those. There you go. These ones don't take as much power. Going pretty fast. Doing stuff and things. Nice. I think we can actually autocraft the star component too, right? I think I did the player interface. I did. Did I do the wither compass? I did. Power diameter. Why? Why do you say that? And wither predictions? Wait, didn't I got a problem here. Oh, no, I meant to do this. We can do this real quick. So the wither predictions, I was going to change this, right? Yes, that was the plan. I'm going to put a storage bus here. I have a plan. Let me grab a filter. Right here. And then I'll figure out what's going on with the other part here. That's the least of my worries. That's probably just something small. So we got the basic filter. Where's it at? Right there. Go ahead and grab you. And grab ourselves this stuff here, right? Grab one of them. Change that to a whitelist on that. Cool. Because we're going to make it so the predictions that stay here, I'm going to filter them out. I don't need those nether stars anymore, basically. That's there. Is that on whitelist? Yes, it is. So we can pull that, but it won't be able to pull the predictions. So that should be fine there. Then I'm just going to grab a storage bus, and we'll just end up with a stack of predictions at all times, right? That way I can just say the full component of the star is actually automated. Do that. This here. And I guess we just need a cable. Cool. There you go. These predictions will build up, and I should be able to see them in the system, right? Predictions, cool. Now, diametine. What did I do there? Apparently, all I forgot was to have a recipe to turn the blocks down to their components, right? So, anyway, that should be good there. And if I go ahead and grab the compass now, can I actually craft this? Looking like it. How long is that going to take? Probably not too long. I don't think anything there actually takes a long time. I guess we're just waiting on this here, the actual diamantine crystal blocks for the compass. If so, we got another part of the star done, right? That's actually pretty cool. I want to do stuff with things. I want to see it happen. You need one more. This is the last one, I think. If so, it should be all mostly crafting after that. There we go, got the wither compass. That's actually super cool. Cool. And where does that go in our little star setup? Right beside the pulsating. Go ahead, hit over here and pop it in there. Look at that. Another one done. Cool. That's actually super rad. So I went ahead and made a bunch of budding amethyst. I'm actually converting it into budding time blocks using the shadow pulse view. The budding amethyst are easy to make too. They're just done in the smeltery. Then you need to leave them in the overworld or whichever dimension you create them in for a while, and they'll change color and charge up. And we need to do that in all three dimensions, which point they'll actually start growing time crystals. And I need 28 to be able to make the bee. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. You can tick accelerate these two. They're a little random how long they take. But yeah, there you go. That one's charged up there. And then I just go ahead and box that up. I made 12 of these too, just to guarantee. I only have to do one trip as well, because I don't want to have to do this trip multiple times. There's a way to automate this, but really there's no reason, because I'm just going for the bee. I only need 28 crystals exactly. So yeah, I'm just trying to do it as quickly as possible and in a single trip. There you go. Oh, don't break that one. Make sure you use cardboard boxes on these as well, because if you break them otherwise, they're going to be destroyed, and you'll have a bad hair day. And convert those ones. There you go. Just get these charged up, and then our next visit will be to the nether. I don't know why I did that. Make sure my magnet is on, and go ahead and start throwing these down, right? And then they'll just charge up to another level, right? I think they turn yellow at this point. This is kind of the idea. But we've got all 12 here, and that is good. And there you go. The first one converted. Once these all get converted, we go to the end, and then we'll be on the last stage. Well, the speed is working good there. It's so random how long they take, too. If you just kind of leave them, it looks like they take like 1 to 2 minutes. But if you kind of accelerate them, they go a little faster here. But it's just like a random thing, right? Last thing we need to do is go ahead and set up a few growth accelerators. So the same setup we had before, right? So kind of like that. Then we'll just grab a point to power all these. Then we just need to configure a transmitter as well. So let's do that real quick. We'll just set up the max size too, so we don't have to worry about it. There you go. There you go. And bring that down 1 or 2, and that should cover everything. No problem. Go ahead and do that. And then hopefully these Endermen don't bother me while I'm doing this. But anyway, Go ahead and get down our crystals. That one guy is going to have to relocate. Definitely a thing. I should have brought, oh, there you go. Torch. Mega torch, right? There you go. They should start growing here pretty quickly. And they should start getting crystals. Now, the thing about these things is as they grow, sometimes they have a chance of degrading to a lower level. And, yeah, you will not get as many as you would like, right? So, definitely a thing. Also, you have a weird effect when you have the crystals in your inventory. Sometimes you go super fast. Sometimes you go really slow. So, it's good to get them out of your inventory pretty quickly. You want to make sure you're breaking these ones here, the ones that say time crystal cluster. It's not the large ones. Don't be confused with that. Here we go. Go ahead and drop them off. Actually, let's pull them out of there. Throw them into the system right there. We need 3 of these turned into a block. So we'll just do that right there. 2, 3. And then we need 1 crystal on top of that, which I'll just keep in my backpack, I guess, right now. There you go. And we could probably just do that right here, actually. So let's break this. Then we'll need a bucket. Go ahead and grab a bucket of water. Then we need, what is that thing called? The polymorphic... Poly? I think. Poly? This stuff here. Polymorphic catalyst. Grab 1 of them. Go down and throw a bucket of water. Throw this inside. Throw in our crystal. There you go. We got a bucket of this as well. With that, I think we can actually make our bee. So we've got all our eggs here. Go ahead and see if we can actually grab the bee. And we do have the bee. So we have everything. All we have to do is get him upgraded. And we're good to go. You'll notice too, I upgraded these all up to Omega. They're all Omega. They're all Omega. Omega and this one's really good too. Because it makes it so it can do, I think when it's full, it's like entire stacks of blocks at a time. So yeah, it just does processing super quick. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab our other ones as well. So we'll want 1 Draconic, 1 Chaos, the Eclipse, and a Ferrocore in this one. So let's go ahead and drop them off. And the last thing I think we need here is a time block for the food. Oh, it's right there. There you go. Drop it in there. And I think we're ready to go. So let's actually go ahead and speed this thing up. Let's go 128, just see what we get. Yeah, we're actually getting combs. They're getting processed. And we're getting crystals. So we have infinite crystals now. So we can do whatever we want with that. As well as the ability to make this here the paradox machine. I think, right? Once we automate the time fluid. So I guess that's the last thing we did here. We need to automate the time fluid. And that's actually part of the Oblivion shard. So we'll go ahead and probably get that done next. So yeah, we're good with the bee. We don't have to do the weird dimension thing. We probably will in another pack, but yeah, definitely a thing. Okay, let's go ahead and get this set up here. I have a little spot. We're going to set this up. We'll have the water here where it's going to drop the stuff and things. And then, actually, let's pick that up for now. Then we'll have some sensors and droppers doing the rest of it, right? So we're going to use mostly dire things to get this done. What we're going to do here is grab the fluid placer, I guess, first. So let's go ahead and grab that. And that should be good. Then we'll want to go ahead and get this configured. So I want to enter the area, move that down 1. So it should be able to place water right there. And I think the water has to be on the deny list, I think. Can I test that real quick? I probably could. If I give this a bucket of water, there you go. Then just power this one machine, because I don't really want to power the other ones until later. There you go. It's going to drop the water. And that's good. Okay, so we got that part done. So that's going to place the water. We'll have to have water automatically going in there. We'll do that in a minute. So I'll handle that. The next part of it will be to drop polymorphics, right? So let's go ahead and pop this here. This sensor here, I'll have to find a spot. Which way is it? It's probably this, right? No, wrong way. Tell that to go down 1. And we're going to tell this one to look for water. There you go. I think that has to be on allow. I'm not sure. I turn that one allow. And I have a configured point here. Do that. Then go to a piece of redstone. I should be able to see, because it's going to send a redstone signal when it sees water, right? So it's on. So yeah, it has to be on allow here. There you go. Break that. And then it's going to send that signal to a dropper right here. And this one will have to be configured as well. So we'll go that. This here. And we want this one over the block, right? So right there, it's going to drop the polymorphic. Make sure my magnet's off for this too. I want to power this thing really quickly too, just to make sure everything's working. I just want to do them one at a time though. So that's good. So this needs water. It's going to power that. We want this on high, and then we want to filter it for the polymorphic, and then we should be able to drop that. It's going to drop, it's going to turn into liquid. So we have the first part done, effectively. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves the next sensor. Pop that down. I love these sensors too. Have you ever seen Battlestar Galactica? They remind me of the Cylons, except for the wrong color. So yeah, that's a thing. So anyway, let's go ahead and grab our render again. I go this way, go down one. This time we're looking for the poly. So we'll grab the poly. Go. And I had that set to allow. That's good there. So that's going to emit the redstone signal again. And that's going to send that to the dropper. The dropper will sit up here. This one has to be on high. And then we need to set the setting again. Keep going the wrong way first. One above. And this one will be set to the time crystals. I have time crystal here, which is great. And then I can go ahead and test these ones as well. I'll just go ahead and pop you here for a second. And then pop you here for a second. Did I set that right? Oh, I didn't filter it yet. I did. Wait a sec. What do I have wrong here? I have something wrong. Allow. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I did set the liquid. That. You got the. Oh, I didn't put one in the inventory. Let's go ahead and grab a single time crystal. Let's do that right there. Pop inside. There you go. We got the fluid now. So that handles that part of it. Then the last part of it will be to collect the liquid, right? So we'll go ahead and pop that there. And this one should be very easy. So that we need to go down 2. And then we just need to tell it what to pick up, right? And this one would be, I would guess, on allow list. So let's go to time fluid. Grab that bucket. And then pump power into that one. Just to test it. Yes, it grabbed it. So I think this is all configured. I think it's actually all configured here. I'll have to go ahead and set up power. Let's just do power up above it too. Need that out of there. I'll have to go ahead and fix that gap. I guess it doesn't matter too much. But we need to go ahead and throw a export bus on this one. And it also needs a crafting card. So we'll do that. This one's going to be set to the polymorphics. Not the polymorph. Yeah, the polymorphics, right? So do that. There you go. These ME stock export buses, you can actually set them out. I'm just going to set it to 32. So it just always keeps 32 in there. I thought that was kind of neat. And then we'll have a, what are we going to have here? A storage bus on the back of the collector. We'll use this as our storage. We'll use extract only, because we're only going to be really using that fluid to craft the paradox and power up a wand, right? So we'll just do it like that. And then outside of that, we will need, whatchamacallit here, another export. So let's throw a export here. And this one here, we'll want to have the time crystals. Let's go ahead and grab that. And anything else? I guess we just need to export water, but I only need a standard export bus. So let's go ahead and grab that. Cool. Grab ourselves water. Make sure I don't grab a bucket this time. There you go. And then hunt down our accelerations if we got them. Got mostly all the ones we need. I guess we have enough for right now. Go. And I think this is done. I think that's done. We need to hook it up and see if it works, or if it's going to do bad things. Which isn't uncommon for me. There you go. There you go. There you go. Did that part, it collected. There you go. We got this fully automated just like that. And we should have fluid in here. That's going to be our time fluid automation right there. That wasn't too bad at all. That's actually pretty cool. These dire machines are really powerful. I'm going to have to really learn how to use them, efficiently, you know what I mean? I'm still learning these things. But that's pretty rad. I like that. That's pretty sweet. It looks like a little weird face too. Like these are the eyes. I don't know what this is. Maybe a bigger eye in the center. Then it has the mouth. I don't know what these are. Maybe it's got angry cheeks or something. I have no idea. But anyway, that is time fluid automation. Done super easy. It'll buffer 32 buckets and just stop, right? So after that, we don't have to worry about it. That's pretty cool. I really enjoy that. Might as well go ahead and try out this here as well. The actual ultimate cube. Go ahead and grab that puppy. That is good. And then go ahead and throw this somewhere where we have power. We have power here, right? This one here cannot wirelessly charge, unfortunately. Dario wants to use his fuel. I think it's the way it works. But we could put it in there. charge that up. Then we go into our system, hunt down our time fluid, and I think we just fill it up from here. Yeah, there you go. Grab buckets of that. Now we have a new acceleration one, and this one we don't have to worry about time. We can just speed up at any time, right? I don't have anything I want to speed up super quick right now, but to demonstrate, I go ahead and use it on this. It's going to give you your time, and yeah, you go up to 256, just like the time of the bottle that we've been using the entire pack. The only difference is this one is easier to replace. If you run out of time on the other one, you kind of have to wait. This one here, you gotta keep going. The last thing we need to do is go ahead and grab the paradox machinery. So let's go ahead and grab that. We want to make sure the fluid substitutions are on. I think that allows us to do the time fluid bucket part of it. And then go ahead and throw the recipe into here. And then go ahead and grab the paradox. Let's see if we can actually craft one. There you go. Oh, it's missing the crystals, but it looks like it has everything else. So we just need a recipe for the crystals as well. So let's go ahead and grab this puppy. Fantastic. Go ahead and drop that off, and then one more time, paradox. Sweet, sweet, and sweet. There you go. We have the ability to craft these now, which is another part of the star. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. So as always, if you guys like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Want you all to have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.